Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, Cher. Hello, Boutique Barn. Looks like we have some people joining us already. What's up, Robert Boucher? Hello. It's nice to see you here on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. It's actually nice weather here. Finally, in central Massachusetts, we've been facing endless rain now for it feels like months. So the fact that the sun is shining and the weather is nice is a welcome change. So I will go ahead and welcome everybody. My name is John Lincoln. I am the founder of Go Imagine. I know a lot of you already know me. We have a lot of usual names here. Looks like Julie's facing some rain in Florida right now. What's up, Julie? This is office hours. Basically, we're here to answer any questions and talk Go Imagine. So for anybody who's new, I definitely want to talk to you about setting up, answer any questions you have on how to set things up. For those who are been here for a while, I know we have a lot of the similar names that pop up. You're welcome to ask any questions you want. We can certainly discuss, things that are going on in development or things that are happening just in general. I always do like to ask if anybody is new that's here. Do we have any new members that are joining us today? Um, if so, go ahead and wave. I know we've got 10 people on the line right now and 11. So some of you might be lurking. What's up, Burnett? Thanks for joining us. Let me check a couple things here. I probably should talk about. All right. So we do have a couple updates that are coming. I tested today. That's coming out, I believe, later this week, which is commercial rates for shipping. This is something that's come up ever since the beginning of Go Imagine, where people have wanted to have commercial rates calculated instead of retail rates for the United States Postal Service. That's because most of you, as I already know, use shipping services like Pirate Ship or Shippo to get your shipping labels, which are all commercial rates. But we've always calculated retail rates. So there's always been a little bit of a discrepancy on how much is being charged to the customer versus how much is actually being charged to you when you actually buy your labels. So that is coming out later this week, where there's going to be the commercial rates included in the shipping calculations. For anybody who's new, this question comes up occasionally. We do not have integrated shipping right now. So when you sell a product, you simply go to whatever shipping service you want to create a label from. Again, some of the ones that we've seen people like are Pirate Ship, Shippo. Some people use ShipStation. And these are all different sites that you can get commercial rates for your shipping labels and save some money. So definitely check that out. All right. Now, for those who are new, and some of you might be watching this recording, I do like to talk a little bit about setting up your Go Imagine shop. I'll go ahead and share my screen. Here we are. When setting up Go Imagine, we oftentimes recommend starting at the Help Center because that's where you're going to learn all the steps to setting up. And it's fairly simple, especially if you walk through them step by step. Going to help.goimagine.com, or in your dashboard, when you log in, you'll see a little question mark on the top right that leads you to the same place. This is the Help Center that has a lot of different help articles that can help you set up. If we go to our Getting Started checklist here, this is just the 7 steps to starting your shop. Step 1 is pretty self-explanatory. It's setting up all your information, your shop name, your shop announcement, if you want to put one that's there, your email address, the address, which is required to calculate your shipping rates. The 2 things that we often recommend doing that isn't part of most marketplaces is your maker profile picture and your maker profile. The picture and the maker profile are both really set up to help brand you as much as you're branding your store and your products. That's the important thing, is that remember that you're selling yourself. You're not just selling the product. If someone wanted to just buy a product, they'd buy a product from anywhere. But in the handmade world, oftentimes people are looking to get to know the seller, really know who they're buying from. It makes it more personal, makes it more special when they're buying from someone who they get to know a little bit. So definitely focus on expanding your maker profile and your maker profile picture. From there, you can extend your brand with your shop banner, your shop logo, your invoice logo. This is where you're really going to start branding yourself by creating all this. If you have to create new banners or logos, we often recommend things like Adobe Express or Canva are two great solutions for you to create your banners and create your logos. You then add your outbound links for the social media. This is where you have the ability to cut and paste if you want people to find you off of GoImagine. So whether it's on Facebook, on Instagram, maybe you have a blog, maybe you have another social platform you want to advertise. This is where you put those links in, and it'll give people the opportunity to find you off of GoImagine, because one of the big things for us is we want makers to grow your own audience, grow your own buyer base. And one of the ways to do that is on social media, and we want to make it easy for people to find you on social media. So definitely add your social media links to that section. Step 4, which is arguably probably the most important step, is connecting Stripe. The only way you can get paid is using a Stripe account. Stripe is free to use, and it is one of the top payment platforms in the world. It's huge, very similar to PayPal, except less money than PayPal. They only take 2.9% from a Stripe sale. So we partnered with Stripe, and you have to set up a Stripe account. Each one of these steps here does have additional help articles that show you how to set these items up. If you want to get text messages from us, you certainly can. The help article here is how to set up things for text messages. Shipping, we've talked a little bit about today already. As I've mentioned, we do have real-time USPS shipping included, and it is automatically set up for you. So if you're just going to do the real-time shipping, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is make sure that on your products, you enter the weight. When you enter the weight of your product, the calculation of those rates will happen automatically at checkout. That said, if you want to have a flat rate or a tiered rate, you have the ability to do that in our system by doing a flat or tiered rate. We have help articles here that do walk you through setting up manual flat price shipping. And what I mean by flat or tiered rate is essentially saying you want to charge $5 shipping for everything. Regardless of where they are in the country, it's $5 to ship. Or maybe you want to give tiered rates, where if they purchase any item that's under $20, it's $5 shipping, but if it's over $20, you offer free shipping, right? Or you can tier it based on weight. As things get more heavy, you maybe increase the price of the shipping. So you have a lot of options here if you want to create your own manual rates. Otherwise, stick with the USPS real time. That's probably the easiest anyway, and just enter the weight of the product, and it'll calculate automatically. Shop policies, 7th step, and the final step to getting your shop set up before products. And that is the where you're going to set up all of your terms and conditions. Do you have a return policy? Are there care instructions you recommend? Are there any FAQs and facts you want the buyer to know about the product? That's where shop policies is really something that comes in handy. After you're done with these steps, your shop is now set up minus the products. We oftentimes want you to set the shop up before the products. It's similar to if you had a physical store. Before you even start putting products on the shelves, you want to get a cash register. You want to get a sign outside for people to find you. You want to get banners and set up your logo and do all the branding stuff before products even hit the shelves. Products are kind of the last thing to do. But once you do have the products, when you get to the point of products, I'll mention that we do have an Etsy products import. This gives you the ability to send us a CSV file from Etsy, and we can import your products for you. So this gives you a major head start if you're selling on Etsy. The Etsy import allows you to Import everything except categories. You'll have to assign categories after that, and then options. So if you have specific variations and options, you'll have to set those up after that initial import. Burnett asks, could you refresh my memory on how to make an option with 2 different prices? I have a double glasses case and a matching keychain, and they would be 2 different prices. So just to specify, Burnett, are you saying you have a product that they can add a keychain to that product? And so yeah, so with 2 different prices, I have a double, so an option for 2 different prices. I'll show you what I think you're asking, and then you can tell me if this is right or not. So I'm going to go to the dashboard here. And I'm going to go to, doesn't really matter what it is, this product here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another option. I'll remove this option. I'm going to add a new option where I'm going to say product options. I don't know, we'll call it whatever you want, right? Product options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a drop down. You have the option of drop down, text, file, or checkbox. Text would be just an open field where they can type in text to you if they have to put personalization or send a note to you. File would be if they have to upload something to you. Maybe you do custom work based on photos they send you and they have to upload a file. A checkbox is just that. It's a blank box that if they want something, they check it off. Maybe it's for wrapping paper. If they want it gift wrapped, they just check it off and then it gets gift wrapped. But in this case, we're doing a drop-down box. And then in the description field, as you can say what this drop-down box is for, choose the combination of products you prefer. And then we're going to get to what you want, Burnett. Oh, no, you can purchase them separately. Well, in that case, Burnett, you would just create 2 different products. 1 product for each price. I'll finish showing you this, but my memory on how to make an option with 2 different prices. So let me finish this. So what I was saying here was on the single product, you could say necklace only. And we're going to say that's just $0. It's included in the price. We're going to say necklace with keychain. And that increases the price by $5 or $10. So what this does is it creates 2 different options that if I now go to this product, oh, hold on. Excuse me. That's probably going to take a minute to update the products. So the option, once it updates, will, oh, hold on a second. I didn't save. That could be why. There it is. So in this case, the product options are necklace, which is $5 for the necklace. Again, ignore the picture. We're just on a sample here. Or necklace with keychain, where it increases the price by $10. Now, if you were saying if you're purchasing them separately or together, so together, this is how you would do it. You would create an option where they can choose necklace or necklace with keychain or necklace only, keychain only. So in this case, I could go back to this option. Oh, let me click edit. Necklace only, keychain only, or necklace with keychain. So you can do that if you want to do the options. But otherwise, if you're purchasing them completely separate, if they're two different products, you would just create a separate product completely in the product catalog. Save this. So in this case, I'd go to product catalog and just create a separate product to add new product. In that case, you have two different products within your product catalog. So I hope that answers your question, Burnett. If not, I can try to explain further. Julie Bain, right now we don't have inventory for variations and options. I know that's something we're working on. So your question, how do you add quantity to your variations? For example, I have two that are the same color, same but different colors. We don't have options inventory right now. That's something we're looking at working on. We've already done some work on it. It's not ready to release, but that's not available right now. Yeah, Burnett. I mean, so from what you're saying is you can create just photos within your product where you show the different products, and then they can choose if they want to buy just the necklace, just the keychain, or both. So the options allow them to drop down and choose that option. Heather asks, I have a question about search tags. Will search look at partial tags? Like small, simple, dainty earrings. Can I stuff those all in one, or better to break it up? Small earrings, dainty jewelry. So for those who are curious, what she's talking about is we have search tags right here, and you have the ability to do 20 tags. Each tag can be up to 35 characters. So in this case, you're asking, does it make sense to, and I'll even copy and paste here. Does it make sense to do small, simple, dainty earrings, or do you just do small earrings and dainty jewelry? So the short answer there is both will work. It does look up the partial search tags. These search tags are used both within GoImagine and also within Google. An exact match is worth more to the search results than a partial match. Partial match meaning small, simple, dainty earrings. If someone searched simple earrings, this would still show up. But if someone also had a tag that was simple earrings, exactly that would give more weight to the product. So having the longer ones is perfectly fine. More importantly, you want to try to think about what would someone actually search for. Again, you can put up to 20 tags, which definitely gives you the ability to, have a lot of options for people to choose from. At the end of the day, you just want to really focus on what do you think the customer is going to type in to find you? What is the exact phrase? And you have 20 chances of getting it right. But the good news is, what I was saying, Heather, is even partial matches would rank you. So it doesn't have to be exact. And you can put both, depending on how many tags you want to do. Yes, Julie. Yeah. So the keywords in the legacy dashboard are the same thing as the search tags. That's correct. Just fooling around right now. So for anyone here who's a Mosaic user, I was mentioning this earlier about the setup, is if you're a Mosaic customer, you do have a few more things you want to set up with Mosaic. That's where we have a Mosaic setup checklist specifically. You can get to it through our Getting Started checklist, or just from the home screen here, you'll see there's a Mosaic, not the home screen, the home screen of the Help Center. You'll see there's a specific Mosaic section here. which is specifically the items you'll have to consider for Mosaic. If you go to the setup checklist, this walks you through just the Mosaic setup. For instance, feature products, which are pretty important to Mosaic, allows you to curate your homepage on which products people are seeing. By using featured products. The custom shop categories, this enhances the browsing experience. This is where you can create categories for people to browse your products and find them based on custom shop categories you create. Custom banners, one thing that's nice about Mosaic is you have the additional banners you can create, not just the main banner, but also smaller banners that you can create for promotions. So definitely take advantage of that to curate your homepage further. You can customize the theme color to your Mosaic. This is where, if you have a certain brand theme, you can make the color for all the links and the icons into the color that what you prefer. And the final step there is knowing your Mosaic domain. Everybody gets a subdomain for free, but most want to use their custom domain. A custom domain is like yourshop.com, wildgatherings.com, createsomuch.com, whatever your name of your shop is.com. If you don't own a custom domain, you can buy one anywhere. They have them at GoDaddy. You can buy one at Namecheap. You can buy one at Ionis. There's one called Pork Bun. You can buy domains. We sell them too if you go to goimaginedomains.com. You don't have to get one from us, but we do it as well. I often recommend people to get a domain no matter what, even if you don't have Mosaic. I think it's important to have your own domain to direct your buyer traffic to. And domains for free can be connected to any site. You could connect it to your Etsy website. You can connect it to your GoImagine marketplace site. You can connect it to Mosaic. And you can change that connection at any time. So the beauty of owning your own custom domain is that it will never change. Even if where you sell changes. If you move from Mosaic to GoImagine, or you move to Etsy, or you move to Amazon, or you move to eBay, you can always have that domain forward to wherever you're selling your products that you want to recommend. So as your business evolves and you change where you're selling and who you're focusing on, if you buy your custom domain, you can always have one consistent domain. Instead of, and I've seen this before, people will put, let's say, their Etsy link, their Etsy URL on their business cards. They'll put it on their banners on their banners for a trade show, a craft fair. They'll share that link out on social media, and then someday they say, you know what? I don't want to promote my Etsy link anymore. I want to promote my GoImagine link, or I want to promote my eBay link, or whatever else you're going to be selling to. Well, if you have a custom domain, you can just repoint them. If you don't, you have to then decide to start day forward, recreating your business cards, recreating your banners, changing the direction people are going to get to you. So I'm a big proponent of people buying their own custom domain, even if they don't have their own custom website yet. And Julie, yeah, that question has come up before. Is there going to be an option for the future to add videos to product pictures? That's something we've already looked into. I don't think it's too far off, but it's definitely something that we've been poking at. We've actually seen some utilities that'll allow us to do it. So yeah, it's definitely something we're looking into. All right, Burnett, wonderful. I'm glad that worked for you. That's great. All right. Any other questions right now? All right. So I have another office hours next week, next Wednesday at 1 p.m. I'm doing another office hours. I will mention we'll be taking a small summer break from doing office hours. We have a lot of updates we're working on, a lot of things that we're trying to make happen. And these office hours have been great, but we are going to take a small break from doing them So next Wednesday will be my last office hours for the time being, and we'll come back closer to the end of summer. So I figured I'd just let you guys all know that right now. Are there any other questions? All right, wonderful. All right, well, if there's nothing else, I mean, we can end off a few minutes early here. I do appreciate all of your time. I'm excited about a lot of things we have going on right now, a lot of the updates that are coming. And of course, if you have any other questions in the meantime, you can always reach out to us at support@goimagine.com. Julie asks, is there a difference between Legacy Dash and the other Dash? Yes and no. I mean, there are some options that still exist in the Legacy dashboard, like importing products or the ability to mass edit products in the Legacy one that you can do that we haven't built into the new dashboard. Although what I will tell you is that the feedback we get and the reason we built the new dashboard is it's more intuitive, it's easier to use, it's also more mobile friendly. So the feedback we're getting is the new Dash. Julie, I would say the new Dash is probably better to use for your basic stuff. It's just go to dashboard.goimagine.com. That's where you can do all your general work. If there's a feature missing, there aren't many left, but if there's a feature missing, you can always go back to the Legacy dashboard for something like I said, importing products, mass editing products. Those are two things that come to mind that the Legacy dashboard has better right now that is not in the new dashboard. But I think from a daily use and managing your shop, the new dashboard is the way to go. I think a lot of people like it more. All right. Okay, great. So yeah. So again, I appreciate everyone's time today. Next Wednesday, I will be here again for one more office hours. So if you have any questions, I'll be here Wednesday. And then definitely remember that support@goimagine.com is here to help. So if any questions come up or you need anything, definitely reach out to us at support. And other than that, I hope wherever you are, the weather is nice. I hope you're gearing up for a great summer. And I will talk to you all again soon. So thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Bye now.